Well, many of our friends in the south are already getting ready to plant their first seeds for the spring gardens. A lot of us northern gardeners like myself, we still have this to deal with. So we're a little bit jealous, maybe a little bit bitter. Yeah, slight bit bitter. So we are still in the planting stages of what we're going to plant in our gardens, and we still have luxury of looking and searching for seeds that we may find and things we want to discover, new things we want to try. So today I'm bringing you the third video in the series that I've been doing, spotlighting some smaller seed companies that maybe you've never heard of, but that might be someplace you want to shop for those seeds that maybe are being sold out because all the people who are early planting garden have already bought them all up. So stay tuned, because today I'm bringing you Baker Creek seeds. Well, it's just warm enough in the greenhouse today to go in just our t-shirts. Pretty happy about that. We're looking at a nice 45 degrees in here. It's kind of on the downside of the afternoon, so it's going to really start cooling down real quick on me. I might have to put my sweater back on, but I'm going to enjoy short sleeve weather while I got it. So today we're going to talk about Baker Creek seeds. If you guys have been following along, I've been kind of doing this series spotlighting some different heirloom seed companies that just maybe people haven't heard of, you know, just things I come across and I thought were interesting things about the companies that I really enjoyed and liked. So these guys are located in Oklahoma. So I really enjoy the motto that they use. Their motto is Heirloom, taste the difference, and I love that. That's a great saying. Many people will know that heirlooms just have a way different flavor to them than anything else out there. So I really love that. And then also their logo, I'll put it up right here for you. Superb. I absolutely love that logo. Very clean, very simple. Just I seen it and I was like, oh, that is eye-catching, and I just absolutely loved it. So they are a non-GMO company. I mention this because some people look at that, they find it important to know. I kind of have my own opinions on label and stuff like that for what you and I buy, most home gardeners. Maybe one day we'll actually get into it, but I'm just going to put it out there, the disclaimer that they are non-GMO, so if you're one of those people who likes that label on things, these guys have it. They do heirloom seeds, which means they're open pollinated. Anything you save is going to be true to type. So when you plant seeds from the plant that you got, fruit that you got, the next year it's going to taste the same as the year before. And that is a plus when it comes to heirloom seeds and stuff like that. You're always going to have the same flavor with the things that you grow. So let's talk about seed packets. These guys do something a little different than a lot of places. A lot of places use paper seed packets, and everybody's pretty familiar with the envelopes, the seed envelopes and all that. These guys do something a little different, and they actually use a clear bag for their seeds. Now, some people are going to say, oh, plastic, blah, blah, blah. I actually kind of like this idea, and I think it's really cool. For one, these packets, when sealed up, guys, are 100% waterproof. So if you have these seeds laying around somewhere, you don't have to worry about anything happening to them, because as long as you seal them, your seeds inside will be safe. Now, if you have a cardboard paper packet, if that gets wet, that thing's done for. Like, those seeds are probably not going to be that viable. They're probably going to sprout inside there. You never know what can happen. So I actually kind of like this ideal. I like the little board they use. Now, they do use a special material that they say will not leach any kind of chemicals. Now, if you are worried about the plastic, they say that the material they use is a special material which does not leak harmful chemicals into the environment. So one of the things that you can notice right away when you get these packets, right? As you can see right in there, there's your seed. You can see about how many you got. You can see what it looks like. So say you got this right here and you say, oh, it's a cucumber, and then you looked at it and it actually had something like this inside of it. Yeah, you're gonna know right away that something was wrong. So that's kind of cool, because it's very hard to mix them up, I guess, when you think of it that way. Whoever's putting it in there has to be able to see it too. So you probably, I would imagine, experience a lot less seed mix-up with this kind of setup than you would any other setup. Alright, so I always like to talk about things that I find really cool about it. What I really enjoyed about this was that I seen they had some variety packs. A few different variety packs. They had something like a salsa garden pack, a beginning gardener's starter pack, a salad pack. So you buy a pack, you know, I think it's like $12 or $14, and it comes with a array of seeds that provides you with whatever you're doing. So the salsa garden's got tomatoes, peppers, anything you need for salsa, right? I thought that was a really, really cool idea to be able to sell like a variety pack. So if people are thinking like, what do I want to plant? They can just go there and buy this variety pack, and they'll already have something that they can grow all this stuff to put towards. So if you're buying the salsa package, the variety pack, you know that all that stuff you're going to plant, when you harvest it, you can make a salsa with it. So if you're a beginner gardener, that's kind of like a really cool thing to have, because it can kind of help you get a direction of what's possible with all of the things that you are growing. Another cool thing about them is that they offer a discount code for first-time buyers. So if you are a first-time buyer going to their website looking to order something, it's 15% off your entire order. I think it's 15 off new, something like that is the code. But you put that in when you're shopping, guys, you get a 15% discount for your first purchase only, right? So that's a pretty good discount. If you're buying a bunch of seeds, you know, you get 15% off. Can't really go wrong with that. Now, pricing wise, when it comes to these guys, they're pretty on par with like a Baker's Creek. If you've been watching this series, I kind of use Baker's Creek and MIgardener as my baseline for where I compare these companies to, only because they are the most popular ones that I see other homesteaders pushing out there. You never really hear them talk about too many other companies besides those two. So this is why I'm trying to give you more options, try to introduce you, try to help spread the seeds, to help spread the food movement, you know, make it more accessible to everyone around everything, so we can all grow what we want to grow. So hopefully you can find seeds on this website that you can't find other places, or maybe you just like buying from people who are local. So if you're in Oklahoma area, maybe you want to, you know, support these guys because they're local to your area. When they do their shipping, anything over $50 you get free shipping. Anything under $50 is $4.50 for shipping. Not too bad. That's probably about par with most places. So there's that. You can't really go wrong with free shipping if you're spending $50. And let's be honest, most of us who buy seeds buy in $50 orders all the time. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. I mean, I know I do sometimes. Maybe all the time. Shh. Don't tell my wife. Now, I know a lot of you are fans of catalogs, and I kind of mentioned this in my previous video. I am not that big of a fan of catalogs. I don't need the catalog. It doesn't change anything for me. I'm fine with searching online. I know that by not having a catalog, I'm reducing some waste. I know that by them not pushing out a catalog, they're reducing some costs, which these guys say they are passing it on to you. So they're doing it for environmental reasons, and they're doing it to help save you money and make everybody be able to have more access to these seeds to be able to plant gardens. So sorry guys, this company has no catalog. I don't know if you noticed the theme or not, but a lot of the companies have not had catalogs that I talk about. So, and that's something too that makes them harder to find sometimes, because people are looking for free catalogs, and if you don't see it, you might not think about shopping with them. But this is reasons why you should shop with these guys, because they don't have a catalog. They're thinking about the environment. They're thinking about cost to you, and they're not making you buy a catalog either. So I mean, you really can't go wrong with that. I really appreciate not having a catalog. I know it's an odd stance in the world of gardening, but it's the stance I have, is that if I don't need the catalog, I really don't need a catalog for any of these companies. I can search them on the internet. That's kind of the fun of the digital age that we live in. I always like to talk about the website, because that's how you're going to go about finding your seeds, ordering them for the most part, unless you're one of those mail order people, which you're not using this company. So the website, I thought, was fairly clean. There's not a whole lot of things that are like extra about it, you know, very cool. They got very simple drop-down menus for your vegetables, flowers, herbs. The variety packs have their own tab. One thing I thought was cool was their seed info tab. It's got a lot of cool things. It has like a germination rate chart, so it shows you the average germination rates for each different variety of seeds, and that's through all seeds altogether, not just them. They have planting instructions. They got a USADA zone map, so if you are not sure of what zone you are in, they have an interactive map for you on there that you can find out. A lot of seed starting, viability, saving, storing, so very cool. A lot of really good info on the website as far as when it comes to planting and seeds, and it's all written though, so if you're a visual person, probably not really what you're looking for. I know sometimes I do better with visuals than I do written information, so you know, it depends on what kind of learner you are, but they do have a lot of really good information on here. Very solid website. I would say it's super easy to navigate. Anybody is going to go on there and be able to find what they want to find. So, you know, I like to do a little section where I tell you something I'm excited about that I purchased from the company to grow. For me, from Clear Creek Seeds, I bought this White Wonder cucumber. I've never grown a white cucumber before, so it was something different, new I haven't had in my seed collection. Some of you know I have an enormous seed collection, so it's hard for me to find things I don't have. So when I do, I always kind of go, yeah, that's what I'm going to buy. So 70 seeds for like $3 it was, so that's a lot of seeds. They can go a long ways. Maybe some of you will get some of them in the seed swap, which might be coming up real soon, so keep an eye open. Self-plug. And I got this white cherry tomato. I've heard a lot of good things about the white cherry tomato, so I'm very, very excited to have the white cherry tomato. I didn't have any of the white cherries before. I had a lot of other different kinds of cherries, but not that one. So we'll be growing that probably this year, I think. Yeah, I'll probably make the cut this year in the tomato alley. Well, as you guys can see, the sun is kind of dipped behind the garage now. It's gotten a lot colder, so I had to put my sweater back on. But that, guys, is Clear Creek Seeds out of Oklahoma. I think it's a very nice little company. They don't have the enormous variety selection as your Bakers Creek does. I mean, really, a lot of places are hard to touch that, but they do have a lot of stuff that they have streamlined, a lot of things you're going to want to grow, a lot of things that are going to be productive in just very very good garden staples for you. So if you're looking for a new company to look for seeds, I would definitely check these guys out, especially maybe if you're in the Oklahoma area and you just want to support a local company to where you are. All right, well, I'm going to wander around my garden and ponder more about what I'm going to be planting in it later when I actually get a chance to, you know, in like 4 more months, you southerners. So as always, we'll see you guys in the very next video, and remember, be bold and grow bold. Have a good one.